like when I'm telling you guys off. Anything I say that I'm shouting. What do you think about that? Do you think I shout a lot? You can be honest. Be completely honest.
Well,
and you can look at the camera, or you can look at me, or look at Daddy. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode
of Young, Free and Coupled.
My name is Issa.
And I'm Shemeika.
And we want to say welcome.
Welcome to all our new listeners, viewers. This is our first video recorded episode of our podcast.
Yes.
And it will be on YouTube. So yeah, we're just going to give you a bit of a update on who we are and
because obviously if you've listened to the podcast previously, you have a really good idea of us. We've already got 12 episodes, okay? But basically we are a married couple, okay? We've been married for nearly 9 years.
Yes.
Okay, I got it right. Yes.
We have 4 children, 3 that are currently on Earth.
Yes.
1 that is currently in the womb, which is technically on Earth.
but just not out of the womb yet.
Yes. So and I am a home educator. I homeschool my children. Mm-hmm. And Issa, as he always says with his crusty work.
Yeah, I call it. I'm an employee, okay, and I don't particularly like my job, but it pays the bills, and I go to work and I do what I have to do. That's where I am in life. My wage is quite good, but I don't want to do the work that I'm currently doing. So I call it crusty, but it supports me and my family.
Yeah.
Yes, we are a married couple, as we said before. We
began this podcast 2 months ago.
Yes,
2 months ago. And we just talk about things that we're going through, situations we've been through. This is an unscripted podcast. We just talk about stuff.
What we want to do, okay, is like, if you go back and listen to episodes of the podcast, you will have a better idea. But if it's the first time you're seeing us on YouTube, it's like we talk about lots of things, okay? We talk about our marriage, we talk about being parents, we talk about, like, we live in London, so we talk about, like, issues that we have by the fact that we live in London, the fact that we live in UK. We're relatively young, we're in our early 30s, so we have lots of different viewpoints about lots of things, and it's like...
No, we don't have lots of different, we have 2 different viewpoints.
Okay, yeah, we have 2 different viewpoints, but we have lots of things to draw from, okay? Yeah. We're not just going to talk to you about our marriage, we're not just going to talk to you about being parents. We've got so many other things that we have to say.
And we like to give lots of advice.
Yeah, and receive as much too.
Yeah, which comes to this episode.
Yes.
This episode today, like I was saying before, we don't usually think about what we're going to say or, plan it ahead of time. But this week I've been thinking, I even said to Issa, like, I have some issues that I might need some help with. If you guys can help me, we got we're on WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter, and, I need you guys' help, because for all the mums out there, the dads out there who, dads have got good advice. You have advice too.
Yeah.
And I've noticed it more in this last week because the kids are on holiday, so I've got all of them with me. It's like I have an issue with shouting. I shout all the time. I shout at my kids, like, and how I'm saying it, how I feel is coming out. I think it's coming out worse, because I think sometimes people look at me like, take a chill pill or something, So like, basically, kids, my kids are 2, 7 and 8 years old. and you know they're very good kids. They're really good, well-rounded kids. Like they don't really do anything out of the ordinary. They're not bad, you know. They're really good, but they're children. Children, yeah, we have rules and regulations, but children in general sometimes go sideways. Like they don't just go straight. They're just children.
That's why we're here. We're
know,
here to
learn.
keep them on the straight and narrow, aren't we?
So like, you know, and me, I like to have order with my kids. And it's like if the kids go out of hand, see there's one kid screaming down the house right now.
Yeah.
If you can hear it, that's my 2-year-old screaming. And his high pitched scream that annoys me so much. But
and normally now it will be like, Ezra, you know, sometimes I do it too. Okay, it's not
you
just my
don't.
wife. No, but
You
sometimes.
don't shout.
Okay, I don't shout. All right,
You
I'm
don't
not the
shout.
kind of person. I don't really stress out much. Okay, but now will be a situation if we weren't filming, it will be like,
And
you know, what? Be quiet, or oh, what's wrong? Okay, go and sort out what's wrong.
And the thing is, he only tells off one child, because there's one child more than the others that is just.
He's more forthright.
He's just a boss. That's all I can say. Like he just does what he wants to do. There's no amount of do this, do that can help me to understand why this child just. He does what he wants to do. And he's the 2-year-old, the youngest one. Screaming. Even I can hear his brothers right now telling him, stop. But yeah, that's who you tell off.
I wonder if they can hear that. Because it's a lot
They can hear what?
Yeah! Stop!
They might be able to, but well, that's why I'm explaining it anyways. But yeah, so basically I shout a lot. Like if my kids do stuff, I'm like, stop doing this, or why are you doing that? You know what the rules are. Just listen. Like it's like I don't. Where I can talk, I just shout. It's become like. It's not like I think about it. It just happens naturally. And to me, it's not natural to always be shouting. And when I do shout, I look at my kids and they look at me like, it's like they're used to it. So it doesn't really faze them. But to me, it stresses me out. So realistically, I don't think whether I shout or I talk to them in a calm way, it's not going to change the effect. The shouting is not helping them. It's not helping them to listen more. Is it?
It's not.
No,
Because they have become used to it. So that's starting to kind of become normal.
Yeah, so
in a way,
but it has an effect on me because I get stressed out. Like, why are these kids doing this? Why are they being annoying? Why are they, and they're just being kids. Really, they're not doing anything bad. So
yeah, but you know what, babe? Let me butt in, right? My wife, she's a good mum.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I say you're great. There's me and Shemeika. We've been together for a long time, so we know how to live with each other. We know how each other is. We know how the other person is. Okay? So, it's like, in many ways... I know, I said it and I was thinking, it's not going to make sense, but I tried to push through.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to laugh.
Yeah, it's okay, I'll get you back. But, no, I'm joking. We know how each other are. Okay, so there's situations that happen, like when it comes to sorting out the children. Like if they've got an issue going on, if there's something happening, I am more likely to just be like, all right, cool, you go over there and you go over there, and in 1 hour it will be sorted out, because you won't want to be separated and you won't want to be doing nothing. That's kind of what
And I'll be like, it's 1 hour's too long.
Yeah.
You can't just make them sit there for 1 hour.
Yeah, no, it's straight. Guys, if you're out there, dads, yeah, when the kids are doing all this la 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 and noise, look, you go there, quiet house. Shemeika is good at all right, what's happened? What's going on? What happened, Israel? Okay, what happened, Ezekiel? Okay, something's not wrong. Who's lying?
Or why did he do this then?
Yeah.
And then the truth comes out.
Yeah, she's great at that, right? I'm not so good at that. So like with this shouting thing, it's like I'm not really good at it either because
That's a good thing. At shouting.
what?
You said you're not good at the shouting thing.
Yeah,
That's a good thing that you don't shout.
Yeah, all right, but I mean it in a way like I'm kind of like the opposite. Okay, the kids can be making noise sometimes, and
Oh goodness.
you wouldn't even know. Sorry guys, 1 minute. There's a bit of an interruption here.
Yeah, it's a ignores, like it's a, when the kids are shouting and stuff, it goes over his head. He could be sitting there on his phone or doing what he's doing. He doesn't hear it. Whereas me, it's like slowly getting to me. This noise that's just keep on building up, and I'm like, it's a help me.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, oh sorry, babe.
Yeah, and
sorry, and you'll be like, oh, why don't you put him in his cot, or why don't you send them somewhere else? And I'm like, but Issa, you can't just send them out. Like they're just gonna be on their own doing nothing. You can't just send them out. Like I understand the timeout, but Issa's timeout is not a timeout. Issa's timeout is
it's a forever.
Nap.
It's a forever out.
It's a nap. They could go out into the passage and fall asleep, or go into the cot and fall asleep. You know, and I'm just like,
Mission accomplished.
I don't like doing that.
Mission
Especially
accomplished.
with the 2-year-old, and he's the one who runs this house ragged. But I can't just leave. I feel so sorry for him, like to just put him in the cot.
I know you're always, calm, what's wrong? Oh, and I'm like, look, go over there, you're in trouble. Okay, maybe
no, I don't always do that. No,
but it happens sometimes.
No, but when
sometimes,
when you tell him off, I don't get involved. I don't be like, oh, calm, like.
No, to me, you'll be like, it's a man.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a problem because like we've learned that with the kids we have to be unified. They can't see like, oh, I say something, and then their mum is like helping them out, or vice versa. So like after to the side, Shemeika will be like, oh, but this and maybe this, and I'm like, no man, he needs to stop this behaviour or whatever is going on. So what I was saying like is, I'm kind of the opposite. They can be doing all sorts of stuff. We're walking, I'm talking to Shemeika about stuff, having a laugh, and they're doing something I don't even know. And Shemeika's to be like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice anything. So, you can help. If you got help for me as well, then, we're a couple. It's not like there's a problem with one person.
I think the way I think the way you deal with it is fine. I think the only thing is sometimes you ignore it when they're like getting a bit out of control, but other than that, I think you're good. But me, I think I'm good. I think I'm good in every other aspect apart from the fact that I shout. The shouting is too. It's like a maniac. It's like we were walking down the road. It's because the way I'm saying it and the way I mean it is not shouting, but it comes out as a shout. So it can come to somebody else. It will sound extremely aggressive. Like, why is she being so aggressive to a child when the way I'm trying to say it is not in an aggressive manner. But I think generally I can be aggressive. Like, if I feel something, or I can be quite aggressive. An aggressive person.
No, you're not aggressive. Like we spoke about this.
No, but but it can seem to others that I am being aggressive.
Yeah, forget what it seems to others. Yeah, okay, we're talking about you.
But sometimes it does matter. Sometimes it does matter because imagine you just walk into a room full of new people. Yeah, just imagine you go to a children's place. Yeah, and you go with your children. There was other people there with their children, and we came with our children. If I walked into a place and my children were misbehaving, because there's other people around, I wouldn't just start shouting at my kids because they're doing something wrong. I would be like, okay, like, try and calm down because you're gonna seem like a maniac.
All right, what I'm saying, in some alright guys, I'm the kind of person, I don't really care what other people think, yeah, 90% of the time, because I have to live my life and make sure my family's okay. I don't care what someone else thinks if they're not contributing to my life. So sometimes we can be walking down the road, or we can be somewhere, and you might have to talk to the kids a certain way. Not even proper telling them off, but you have to talk to them sternly and hold them by the arm, like, listen to me or something. And someone might think, oh, you know, what's going on here? Why is she? But maybe they don't have kids. Maybe, you know, something. Maybe they have they can have any kind of life.
But that's sometimes maybe you just sound like a maniac, Shemeika. And I really do think sometimes I do Issa. Like, you know, it's fair enough. Making excuses, okay, sometimes people don't know. And it's true. But, come on, man.
Okay.
Even sometimes when I'm with you, you're like, oh, babe, that was loud. So, if you can say that, then what...
Calm down.
if you can say that, then what are other people saying?
Yeah.
What are other people thinking, like, what is wrong with her? She's like... People are not going to see the parent I am through the way I speak at that moment in time.
Yeah.
They're not going to know that I spend all the time with my kids. They're not going to know that I teach my kids. They're not going to know that I do activities with my kids. They're not going to know all the good things that I do with my kids. They're just going to see that and think, what's wrong with her? Like, where did she come from?
All right, so let me give you a bit of a backstory here. Now, if you go back and listen to some of our previous episodes, you have a really good idea of what we do. But just to fill you in quickly, because you're watching us now, I normally wake up very early in the morning to go to work. 4 a.m, 5 a.m. is a normal time for me. I wake up and go to work, right? The day starts. Now, if we talk about when one of the children...
When Israel just... He left school last week, so his last day was Friday.
So our eldest, he left primary school. So that's for children aged between like 5 and... No, but some people from America... Okay, all right. So, yeah, all right. I want to over-explain it. But now the kids wake up and Shemeika would wake up, get all the kids ready, which... It's not easy, like, even for me, I've been a dad for so long, it's not easy getting 3 children ready. Get them ready, bring one of them to school, but they all go to school. Right now, we don't have a car, so we walk to school. 20-minute walk, innit, babe?
Yeah, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back.
So, do that. So, breakfast, make sure the kids are ready, comb your hair, make sure you look decent. They all go out. One of them goes to school, and then the younger 2 come back, because our middle son has been homeschooled for about 9 months now. 7 months, sorry.
January, yeah.
And the youngest, he's too young to go to school. But anyway, they come back home. I'm still at work, obviously. And
basically, homeschooling begins at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's homeschool now. So she's teaching our middle son, who is 7. Homeschooling, but also having to deal with the 2-year-old. And the
2-year-old, I try to do ABCs and stuff with him. I try to. Most of the time, it lasts for like 2 minutes because he's not interested. He just wants the cards to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it's not time for him
yet. So basically,
yet.
But I do have to occupy the 2-year-old as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not time for him yet to do homeschooling. Yeah. But so after that, making lunch and doing all this stuff and doing stuff around the house and everything. So by the time I get home, which is normally between anything from like 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll have to, after homeschooling, I maybe have half an hour, then we have to go back out, get Israel from school, come back. Unless you finish early, then you go and get him.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do have to make that extra trip. Another 20 minutes there, another 20 minutes back. Get home with the kids, then start thinking about what we're going to have for dinner.
Yeah.
She's
a good mom. Like, she's a really good wife. Like, I love this woman. I think she's like Superwoman or whatever, yeah? Because you know what? She's pregnant as well, yeah? So, we're like, I'm going to have a great family. I've got a great family, but I've got another addition coming and I'm really excited. It's just like, this is another reason why we want to, why we do the podcast already, the audio one, and why we're putting it on YouTube so that we can get more people. So, that's the situation that we are in right now. In a few years, everything will change. We'll have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old.
11,
or however.
Yeah.
So, that's why we're doing this. So, Like, that's why we asked for advice and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we had because there's people out there who might know life hacks of things you can do, or there might be techniques that they have.
What was that? What was that podcast with the guy asked us a question about his toddler? The
Talking Fell?
Is it Talking Fell where they asked 3 questions?
Yeah, that was Talking Fell.
Yeah, they asked us advice about like how you would put your kids to bed and things like that. But it's always been okay because we've done it from birth with that. But now, now I'm trying to see. Now I'm beginning to see. I need help. Like, how do you stop shouting at your kids? Like what can you do to? I just don't know what to do. To be honest with you, I didn't really have this issue until I had my 3rd son, because the other 2 are quite chilled. They're quite chilled and laid back. But the newer edition, not this one, the 2-year-old, there's no it's like a because my first 2 children are different to each other, but they are close in age. Yeah. And they I don't know, they're just quite chilled, and they're different, but they're chilled in their own different ways.
Yeah, they're more chilled.
And they listen. But this 3rd child now, he just doesn't listen. And I don't know what to do to make him listen. And I don't want to force himself out of himself. I don't want to force his natural, how he's, because there's a reason why he is the way he is.
Well, okay, let's try and describe how he is. How would you describe him? Before you said he's a boss.
He's a boss because he does what he wants to do. He doesn't follow rules. He is always on the go, always, even when he's tired. When he's tired, he gets more energy. He gets more energy when he's tired. He's loud, he's determined.
Yeah.
Even this morning.
No, it's all right, babe.
Even this morning, what did I hear? When he was making noise or something, and you went to tell him to lay down.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, and all I heard is, "I want mummy." No, that's what he was saying. He was saying, "Mummy's bed, mummy's bed."
Yeah.
Because yesterday, he woke up early again, making noise. So
was that the 2nd night in a row, or the
no,
3rd?
no. Yesterday was No, he does it sporadically, but he does it. He tries to wake up everyone in the house, and he doesn't stop until somebody He does not stop. He's determined. So yesterday you was at work, so I just thought, you know what? I'm not gonna fight with this child. I took him out and put him in the bed with me, because then he'll just lay down and be quiet and go to sleep, or he'll just lay down, so I could sleep. So then this morning again. Mummy bed. I'm hearing their bedroom door's closed. Our bedroom door's next door, but all I can hear is mummy bed and I'm woken up out of my sleep.
Yeah.
And Issa's still sleeping, like fine and dandy sleeping, but it's like, I can't sleep because he's just saying mummy bed. So I'm like, Issa, help me, please, or something. So Issa went, and then what did he say to you? I want mummy.
Well, do you want to know what happened? I went in there, and he was holding onto his cot, like... his lungs were...
I want to be free!
Yeah, like these opera singers when they stand a certain way. That's how he was. And he had ripped off his nappy, so...
What? He does that sometimes as well.
Lord, that he
there was
hadn't
no
done... Yeah, thank you. Because then it would look like a crime scene, man.
Yeah, it's happened to me twice.
Yeah. And so I went in there, and he was just like, yeah, okay, like he probably was thinking, I'm here to bring him to mummy. Because he was acting like...
Not necessarily, because he doesn't... I think twice I've ever brought him to the bed.
No, but that's what it looked like to me when I went in. It looked like he thought, oh, okay, you're here to bring me to mummy. I was like, no. I'm
there.
I'm here to put you to bed. So anyway, I gone in and I put his nappy, I wiped him, put his nappy, put him to lay down. I said, listen... It's time to sleep. Don't make me come back in here. You're not going to like what's going to happen next. Go to sleep and be quiet. And I think he was quiet for
not long enough.
10 minutes.
Not long enough. Because then after that, I just got up out of bed. But it wasn't that I don't think it was that much before that my alarm was due to go off. Because then you went to the toilet, then I went to the toilet. And then you was like, oh, babe, I see you back in bed. And I was like, oh, no, it's all right, babe. Because I set my alarm for 7 o'clock, so there's no
Yeah.
point.
So I couldn't even
And then Issa would just
lay
stand there. I
down
was
with
like, "Oh, Issa, just go back to bed." Then, but I didn't take him out of bed because in the morning I need to have a little bit of time before these kids get up, especially
You
before
get
Issa
yourself
gets
ready.
up. Like, I just need some time, like, to breathe, like, put my breakfast on. Otherwise, I won't have breakfast. I'll be dealing with them, and then 2 hours will go, and I haven't had breakfast yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just have to be prepared. And you know what? It's for the youngest one. It's the youngest one. Issa. Like, anyways, it's hard work.
It's hard work being a parent.
When the other two were 2 years old, were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they weren't like how Ezra is. Ezra's just different. Sometimes I'm just like, Lord, please tell me, what is the purpose of this child? What is his life for? Please, I don't want to, like, beat it out of him. And I don't mean literally beat it out of him, but I mean, like,
even mentally,
because you can damage a child in the way you speak to them if you don't know what you know. He could literally be a leader, a boss. We don't know what his role on earth will be. So for me to be like, don't do this, don't do, what am I telling him not to do? You get what I'm saying? So
we can be like dragging him away from.
Yeah, so I try not to do that. So sometimes I just like leave him. Sometimes I try to ignore him, or sometimes I'm like, Issa, please, can you just take Ezra and go out of the front room and close the door, please, and like go and do something else, just so that I can have a bit of peace. Yeah. Because the way that the noise can irritate me, it doesn't irritate Issa as much. So sometimes I just need a break from it. But,
so hopefully there's mums out there, grandparents, I don't know, dads, whatever. Any advice you can give or any comments that you have?
Yeah, please help. Also, Issa called Israel because Israel wanted to, Daddy, can I be in the podcast?
Oh yeah,
let him come. Let's see what he thinks.
Yeah.
About anything.
All right. So I'm just gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna quickly call him.
Just go and call him. Yeah, because I don't know what he's gonna say. Hopefully, don't say anything too bad.
Let's get our special guest.
Because I didn't. When he said he wants to be a part of it, we didn't tell him anything. And I don't know. He might say, "Yeah, mummy." I don't know what he's gonna say, but I just hope I hope he doesn't embarrass me. So let's see what he thinks about the whole shouting thing. And come, Israel, come round this way, or come round this. No, come round this way. Come round this way. Come round.
Special guest.
You can stand. Oh, okay. You can stand here or do something like that. So Israel, do you know what we're talking about? Today we're talking about, sometimes when mummy shouts, isn't it?
Alright, but quickly, this is Israel.
This is Israel. Now you introduce yourself.
I'm Israel, the oldest son.
How old are you?
8.5.
Okay. Don't ever forget the half.
Yes, the half is important.
Yeah, so what we're talking about, like, when mummy shouts, like when I'm telling you guys off, anything I say that I'm shouting, what do you think about that? Do you think I shout a lot? But you can be honest, be completely honest.
Well,
and you can look at the camera, or you can look at me, or look at daddy. Yeah.
Okay, so I just think you shout at me. It's just because we do bad things that you just don't like. It annoys you. It gives you stress. So I wouldn't say. Okay, I would say lots of times.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah. So
what do you think what do you think mummy can do then, instead of shouting? Especially with Ezra and Zeke and everyone.
So you could just go to us calmly, only sometimes, and just say, please stop please stop making up noise, or please stop doing things that you're not supposed to do. But then if you do it loads of times again, I think that's necessary to shout, but not that loud.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. Do you think I shout too loud?
Yeah.
Do I sometimes? What do you think when I shout? Sometimes when I shout, what do you think in yourself? Like, are you used to it?
Well, before, like one of the times, like when I was younger, I just think, why is Mummy shouting at me? We just want to play.
But what do you think now?
And I just think now it's probably for a good reason.
Yeah. Okay.
But does it hurt your feelings, or does it make you feel like? Do you sometimes you feel like, calm down, Mummy, you don't have to shout?
Yeah, and sometimes I just feel sad.
Is it? See, it's not good. It's not good to shout.
Well,
at
it's
kids.
honest. It's honesty, innit? It's the truth. So, it's real. So, this is what we're talking about now. We're doing all of this because we're gonna find ways so that we can be a better family.
parents, yeah.
We can be a better family. You know, you were even talking the other day. You said you and your brother Ezekiel. You said, "Oh, Daddy, we've been talking about how we're gonna be better." Do you say better sons or better brothers?
Better brothers and sons.
Better brothers and sons. Like, you're gonna play together better, and you're gonna like try to like do things so that you're helping out the family more, isn't it? So yeah, like even the kids are, you know, thinking of ways, isn't it, babe, to like be better. They're great kids. So thank you.
So what do you think about your parents now that we're here?
I don't really feel anything about you. I just feel happy that you're letting me do this.
All right. Well, thank
Alright
you.
then. Thanks,
You've been our
Michelle.
special guest today. Thank you. All right.
Get on to me, yes.
Very handsome looking boy. Gets it from his dad.
What's
So,
that?
It's a light.
Come out this way. So it's a special guest.
All right, bye, Israel. See you soon. What is Ezra screaming about in there?
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Wait, when are you finishing?
Soon. Come on, because I'm still recording, so I don't really can't spend much time away. Go on. Yeah, carry on, mate. So basically, it's realness.
It's because the thing isn't working.
Okay, try again.
So that's what my child thinks.
Yes, listen,
It's
guys.
pointless. The shouting that I do is pointless. There's no point in me shouting. There's no. It doesn't do anything to make them behave any better. The only thing it's gonna do is kill their soul, basically.
Mm.
Even if they're in the wrong and they're doing something wrong, I still shouldn't have to shout.
Yeah. The truth is, right, that we are just honest, right? Innit, babe? Mm-hmm. It's real. We want to be real. We don't want to come here on YouTube and like doing our podcast and be all look like everything is great and it's all no. When you're our age, even if you are single, there's things you deal with, isn't it? So like when we come on camera, we're not trying to just put across this thing of like, look how great everything is.
Yeah, because the truth is, I really know. I don't need anybody to tell me. I know I'm a really good parent. I talk to my kids about all different types of things. They're like well-rounded children.
Yeah.
Like, but just because I'm a good parent doesn't mean I don't have my faults. I have faults, and those faults, like, I don't want to have them. I don't think, oh well, that's just me and that's it. No, I don't want it to be me. I don't want to continue to do things that are not conducive to raising children or conducive to my health or to my stress levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know what you mean.
Even
definitely.
Israel was saying, yes, when they do things, they sometimes it stresses me out when they're doing things and they're not supposed to do it. But I also am stressing myself out by shouting as well.
Yeah.
It's just taking extra energy. It's a lot more energy to say, why are you doing that? Than to say, why are you doing that? It's a lot more energy. Like.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And you know, you're pregnant as well. So
yeah,
that's an extra thing there.
I just need to save my energy, man.
That's right. So it's just like, we're just giving you and showing you how it really is. All right?
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, just help us out.
Help us, please.
You know, this is what this episode is about. Get through to us. And we look forward to you writing in the comments below or getting through to us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or email, which I'll give you the details for a bit later. So yes.
Might as well just give it now. Give it the
No, do you know why I don't give it to you guys yet? Because there's one other thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
We are going out today, just me and Shemeika.
Oh yeah.
Right? Do you know how excited
He
I
always
am?
gets excited about going out.
Oh, I feel great. If you listen to the earlier episodes,
He fancies me, you know, he fancies me.
I fancy her. I feel like, obviously we're married, and I prefer being married than being boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, but when we go out, we always say that we feel like we're boyfriend and girlfriend again.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we don't have no kids with us, we're just out, we can do what we want. It's just like, yeah.
It's great.
It really feels like that.
It's great.
Which I think is good after being married for almost 9 years. We've been together for nearly 10 years and we still feel like...
We love each other's company.
Yeah.
We love each other's company.
Like when the kids are there, it's different when the kids are there because you're occupied, you're preoccupied with the kids and other things, and like we still love each other, but we're at that time we're partners in the job that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're partners in parenting. But when we're on our own, we are lovers. Like we're like, yeah.
You went deep. We're lovers.
Like skip down the road and
hold
and
hands.
flowers.
I don't have to be like, you stop touching that. Oh, babe, 1 minute. Can't get over. No.
Yeah.
It's
or
too much.
screaming down the place like a maniac.
So basically, like, I'm really excited. Mum is coming round. That's Shemeika's mum. Mum is coming round. She's gonna look after the boys. We're gonna go out. We're gonna meet people. We're gonna go for like a little event thing. So we're really looking forward to it. And it's so great, man. I love it so much. If you've listened back, I think a few podcast episodes ago, we were talking about the last time that me and Shemeika had actually gone out. Unfortunately, it was in a hospital waiting room.
Oh gosh.
And that
Where
I think
had
that
fun and I didn't have fun.
Yeah, that episode, if you check out our podcast, the episode was called like the NHS is falling down. Yeah, so if you listen to that, it's funny, you'll like it. But the last time me and her had a proper chance to go out, it was because we had to go to the hospital and someone could look after the kids. Shemeika was fine, but we just had to go because there was a little tiny issue and they wanted to make sure everything was okay. So
Which
eventually it was okay. But going there, I bought food and I was talking and Shemeika was like, this is rubbish. And I was all happy. But today we're going out properly.
Yeah.
And look, if you don't have children yet, this is how it feels when you have children. You got to look after your kids. You can't just go out when you want.
So you look something. This is how it feels.
To the guys out
feels
there.
Great, invigorating.
Yeah, but make sure whoever you're with, whoever you choose to be with, is always on the same page as you, because it's hard. We've talked a little bit about issues that we've had. I think those episodes on the podcast were called "Why Am I Taking on a Burden That's Not Mine?" Right? We talked about issues we went through in the past to get to where we are now. We're going to get better.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, like, it could have been the case where we're not together anymore. Thank God we are. But, you know, you have to pick the right person to be. I'm not going to preach now. This isn't that kind of episode. But it's because we love each other so much and we're always working on things and we never give up on each other, is how we can enjoy these moments when they come. And how we still together, and even though things are hard, because we have each other, the problem is halved, isn't it? Exactly. So
what's that saying? A problem halved is a problem shared is a problem
halved.
No, it's not.
It is. A problem shared is a problem halved. Yeah, because now you've only got half the problem because you're sharing the problem.
Is that the saying though?
You can comment to us about that too. Yeah. Who's right? I think I'm right.
A problem shared is a problem
halved.
Okay, if it is...
Okay, I'm trying to force it on you, innit?
Let us know in the comment section what it is, or WhatsApp us what it is, please.
Yes, you can happily do that.
So, yeah, we have to wrap this up now.
We're going to wrap it up now. So, listen, guys. How can you contact us? All right, we're on YouTube now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you just look in the description box. Everything will be there. Our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook is young, the number 3, and then the word coupled. Okay, our email address is podcast@youngfreeandcoupled.com. Not the number 3, the word free, FREE. WhatsApp. I'm going to put the number down below in the description just because I don't know what it is now and I don't want to go off and find number. It and all this stuff. What's the point?
Number. WhatsApp us any questions you have, any advice you have, anything.
That number is for our podcast. So if you have something to say, you WhatsApp that number and we'll get back to you. We also are going to be doing these episodes because we get a lot of questions, okay? And we're going to do episodes where we answer questions because we think that's a good way for people to get to know us as well.
Yeah.
We'll answer it. So if you send us a question, we're going to answer it. Simple as that. And we'll do it, we'll film it and everything. Our podcast is called Young, Free and Coupled as well. That's going to be in the description box. But that's another way, if you can't watch the video for whatever reason, I think we're quite entertaining.
You can listen to us.
Can listen to us in the car or if you're jogging or something.
Where can they listen to us though?
We're on iTunes, we're on Stitcher, we're on Google Play Music. And if you get... For now, soon we won't be.
Soon our website will be up and running as well.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very soon. So I'll give you our website address, okay? It's youngfreeandcoupled.co.uk. Okay? So you do that, you will get to see our website.
Yeah, and you'll be able to hear all the episodes so far.
Yeah, that we've done so far. And if you're someone who likes podcasts, and you have a podcasting app, you can search for us on that and you'll find us. It'll just be the audio version, innit, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And please, everyone, just like, comment, subscribe. Please give us feedback. Let us know, how you like it. Like, if you like our podcast, if you don't like it, what we could do better. Feedback is the key. If you don't like it, how will we know?
And if you've watched up to this point...
If you do like it... We would like to know.
Yeah, we're real people. If you don't like it, you better tell me. I will engage in conversation with you as well. So, be prepared for that. It's not a threat, okay? But I'm just saying, if you have something to say to me, good or bad, I will get back to you because I'm an adult. All right? So, yeah.
Okay then. Guys.
Thank you.
I see you on another episode of Young, Free and Coupled. Take care.
Bye-bye.
This is not Teletubbies.
Bye-bye. Time for
don't
Tubby.
Even say it.
Bye-bye.
Don't even advertise Teletubbies.
Okay, alright. Young, Free and Coupled. Yeah. Alright, darling. You can stop that.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to wrap it up because the battery's dying. Look at the battery.
I can see the battery's dying. I might keep this in. I can see the battery's dying, man. But this could be a music video.
Bloopers.
Bloopers.
So we have to go.
Okay, we have to
go to the hospital.
We have got stuff to do. I don't love you guys. I respect you guys. Okay, thank you for listening. He's gonna grow to love you. Yes, thank you for listening and watching.
Bye.